I want to write a poem so beautiful it makes you spit. I want to write a poem so bold it's violent. A poem that punches you in the mouth then kisses you on the lips. I want to write a poem about nature. I want to write a poem about your mother. A poem about heartbreak. A poem about politics. I want to write a poem with some space in it. I want to write a poem with confidence. I want to write a poem by somebody else. You see, all my poems are soft-spoken and subtle, like a flabby stalker with a weedy mustache in some Romanian movie that no one's ever actually rented, but everyone agrees ought to be called a classic. All my poems kick your puppy and break your dishes, and not in a good way. All my poems presuppose that deep in the dark, dark heart of all of us, there is a loser named Edgar picking his nose with his finger while eating orange jello with a spork. And all my poems presume that your Edgar needs some sun just as much as mine does. But those poems are about as much fun as watching an unearthed earthworm attempt to re-earth itself. Those poems are about as gorgeous as crashing airplanes. I'm sorry about those poems. But what should I do? I could blame it on personal tragedy or not enough sleep, but the truth is, I wanted to write a poem, and this is what I got. I could try to trick you, hoodwink you into believing that this poem is not a this poem. But let's face it, not all poems can be Jesus. Not all poems can be 100% natural blueberry, pomegranate, acai, fair trade, sweet energy, goodness. Some poems are just grape Kool-Aid. There's nothing wrong with grape Kool-Aid. Sure, it makes you kind of jittery and dyes your tongue a weird color, but people still drink it. That's what I'm saying about this poem. Just drink it already. I wanted to write a poem your mother would like, but all those poems were taken. I wanted to write a poem by somebody else, but I guess they call that stealing. At least this poem is honest. It doesn't pretend to be good for you. It's just sugar, water, and food dye. No pretensions. I wanted to write a poem that was better than this, but then I didn't. So this is my poem. I'm gonna dedicate it to Edgar. I think he'll really like it.